This is President-elect Donald Trump. But you ain't know. He breached oath of office while being in office the first time. And that being said, so is evidence right here, which states, honor the Constitution, checks and balances immediately or be impeached. How bad do you want the presidency? Enough to uphold the Constitution, which he did not do. Having done so, you ain't know. He's disqualified from holding office. As you see right here, no person shall be a president having taking oath of office previously and now being president-elect is disqualified from holding office. Here is public docket for the nation to see and know. At the bottom you will see Donald Trump. And on this public docket is Federal Judge Richard Young, State of Indiana for kidnapping, United States Attorney General Merrick Garland, concealing the Constitution, checks and balances, President Joseph Biden breaching oath of office, which are the Constitution, checks and balances, Kamala Harris concealing President Biden was impeached, and as already stated, there is Donald Trump. Now, this, as you see, is sent to me, Judicial Miller, from his Donald Trump's office, which states, I'm gonna leave that up there for you to see. Before you can take office, you must publicly acknowledge breaking oath of office, which requires 2/3 of both the House and the Senate for you to take office. Treasury immediately owes Judicial Miller, that be me, $6.75 billion for the United States Supreme Court imposing slavery and continued oppression. You ain't know. That was a cover-up to conceal the United States Supreme Court was corrupt. As I said, this was delivered to him, and as you can see, November the 26th, and certified mail, he signs this November the 26th, 2024, and has not informed the public. Why he ain't informed the public, you ain't know. U.S. Attorney Jack Smith, whose job was to find out if he was eligible, concealed this evidence from the public, which, as I read, now go public with new evidence. Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris are ineligible to run for president, both having breached oath of office. Dispersed $6.75 billion, owed veteran Judicial Miller, public figures, for the Constitution, checks and balances, which empowers the citizen to uphold the integrity of the Constitution and be proven before a candid world. Now, there it is. Jack, intercede, all three branches usurp the checks and balances, new evidence, Donald Trump's ineligible, and Federal Judge Richard Young violates Title 18, Section 241, conspiracy against rights and oppress. There it is right there, in writing. And as I said, to Donald Trump, a petition for action. And as I read, first, President Donald Trump was notified to honor the Constitution, checks and balances before, after, and during his taking office. At no time has he honored the checks and balances when he has taken oath of office to uphold the Constitution. And once again, filed in the courts, June 29th, 2020, Judicial Miller empowered to hold Congress accountable by evading the checks and balances, empowered to stop police brutality, inequality, and social injustice. And from the wisdom of Elon Musk, which is motive for a government cover-up, as you have read, shifting power back to the people means taking it away from the political class and their puppets in the press. How is this done? In the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. When the government is corrupt, it empowers the citizens. The Republican form is defined as one in which the powers of sovereignty are vested in the people and exercised by the people directly y'all using public officials. It's empowered to the citizen because otherwise we are left with a rule of power, not the rule of law. And it ensures that no branch will be so powerful that it can do whatever it wants to the people and get away with it. As I said, Donald Trump, having breached oath of office as the evidence I presented before you as the public, is disqualified from holding office. Now, attached exhibits filed in the court, and you do see that seal. Everything's legit here. Double up on it. 2 seals. And that, as it reads, commencement impeachment of President Trump, petitioner of the Constitution's checks and balances, violating Title 18, Section 241, Section 242, 243. 1001 is concealment because they have concealed this from the public, and 1505 is obstruction of justice. And once again, the Constitution's checks and balances. The Constitution was devised with an ingenious and intricate built-in system of checks and balances to guard the people's liberty against combinations of government power, which empowers the citizen. You ain't know in the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. When the government is corrupt, it empowers the citizen. You ain't know. And I'm at $6.75 billion. Oppression of a people requires immediate restitution. Pay the man $6.75 billion, which is actually $13.3 billion now, for continued oppression. President Trump is disqualified, and it takes 2/3 of both the House and the Senate for to take away that disability.